See, we think that 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 to 8 is just for a wedding. When it says love is patient, love is kind, love is not boastful, love is not stubborn, love is not irritable, love is not resentful, love is not hateful. We think that just applies to people getting married. No, it applies to everybody in here, all the time. That thing wasn't made for a wedding ceremony. We just use it a lot in wedding ceremony, and then the people that say it in the wedding ceremony don't even follow it. But it was not meant just for a wedding ceremony. It was meant for all of us. Patience and kindness, humility, unconditional acceptance, being other-centered. We just begin at unconditional acceptance. We got more conditions amongst ourselves. Right away, coming out of the gate, we violate the thing called love because somebody doesn't look and sound like I think they ought to look and sound. That's not love. That's you. Agape means unconditional acceptance. That means you accept somebody with all of their flaws. And listen, don't think that when you're looking at somebody else's flaws, you don't have some. This is why it's agape. This is why it's unconditional acceptance. This is why it's love. And if God can put up with all our mess, what he's saying to us, that you all meaning us, you all ought to learn how to put up with each other's mess. That's one of the great points that we miss about the ark that Noah put together. That ark had to be one big. Anybody ever been to a zoo? And Noah had to shovel that stuff for all the animals. We act like we don't have no stuff, or that our stuff don't stink. Amen. But God is love. Yeah, I know, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear nothing about love as long as it got something to do with me changing my behavior. As long as you change that dude over there, you can talk to me about love. But don't talk to me about my ugliness and my nastiness and my short-temperedness and my hostility and my hard to get along withness. Don't talk to me about that. Fix them. Love is other-centered, action-oriented, and life-changing. Love is unconditionally accepting. Love puts up with imperfections, and love is mutual edification. Love builds up. It doesn't spend time tearing down. Now, that does not mean that there will not be times when you need to be told something that you perceive as tearing you down. People put it under the category of tough love, you see. Sometimes yourself needs to be told something. And love will tell you. But people who don't love you won't say anything to you. They'll let you they'll see you heading for a cliff. Now, you're enjoying yourself and having a party and having fun and experiencing pleasure. Somebody who loves you will say, you know, you need to stop going in that direction because you're headed for a cliff. But somebody who does not love you, who is not concerned about you, They'll see you enjoying yourself and having fun and experiencing pleasure, and also see the cliff. And they may have fallen off the same cliff themselves. So they know it's there. But they'll keep their mouth shut because they don't have any concern for you. And they figure, if I fell off the cliff, why not you? Amen. Everybody carrying you is not a standard bearer. Some of them may be pallbearers. They both carry people, but one to bury, while the other carries to lift them up. So that it is important to understand that everything that comes to you is not necessarily something to tear you down, especially when you don't like it. Because love can be tough. They crucified Jesus because he spent his life telling people the truth. And Jesus came full of grace and truth. We love the grace. But oftentimes we can't handle the truth. And he would tell them straight up, you are a snake. And he told them because he loved them and he didn't want them to perish. But they received it not that way. Amen. Now, I'm not trying to give everybody in here a license to go around calling people snakes. But I am saying that tough love means sometimes you have to have a conversation that's not so pleasant. Amen. And you don't save a child, you don't save a child once they fall by picking them up and never letting them walk again. Because you're afraid they might fall. That's not saving a child, that's crippling the child. Sometimes you got to tell the truth, and the truth can be very painful. But it will be helpful in the long run.